So here we're going to actually go on and configure our AWS instance. Okay, so we're gonna go on and configure that instance, and we're gonna modify it so that this is kind of the first template of the many servers we're gonna run. Okay, so there is a guide online, and I'll probably share this this PowerPoint onto Google Slides, so people can just click the link. But we won't be installing this part, which is the MySQL server, because we are using AWS Aurora underneath. So the first thing to do is we're gonna go and set up our EFS storage. Okay, so let me set that up. And first we have to SSH into our instance. So I'm gonna click copy. I'll click my Putty app. And I actually have this running. Okay, so here. Right? And you're gonna do ec2-user at the IP address, and then you're gonna have to load your shared key to log on. Okay, I'm gonna click open, and it's gonna give me my link, and that's cool. Okay, so where I'm gonna mount this, and this is the second time I made this video just because I needed to fix something. So, okay, sudo umount a. So I already mounted a version, and I'm just doing some cleanup. 1 second, then I'll explain to you what we have to do. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do to mount that file system, and let's just imagine this is the start of the video, is we're going to make a directory in var. So I'm gonna do cd/var and press pwd so I know where I am, and then I'll create sudo make dir Moodle data -mount. Moodle uses a folder called Moodle data, so we have to create that. And now we will see that we have a new folder called Moodle data -mount, and we're happy. Okay, so next thing is let's try and mount the storage, which means let's get that storage online. Okay, so what you do is we go to EFS, we type EFS here, EFS, and then after we're on the EFS host, this is the one we created earlier. Remember, Moodle data temp v2. We're gonna click it, and we're gonna get the mount command by clicking attach. Mount, we'll just use the EFS mount helper. Okay, before you can actually use this helper, there is a command Apache wants you to run. I already ran it, so it's gonna call sudo yum-y install Amazon EFS util. So if I try to run it, it shouldn't work because I already installed it. Sudo yum-y install Amazon EFS util. So it's already on my system, so it already exists. But you'd have to type that to get your system ready. Okay, next is let's try mounting that, and remove that and change that to Moodle data -mount. And then now when we actually enter that device, we can actually see that it's now a mounted directory. So it's actually now connecting to Amazon S3. So check out what I'm going to do. Let's just make a file, hello world.txt, hello world, right? And then you can see there's a new file now on that device. Okay, so we're gonna unmount this folder because we're going to set it up so that it works when it's rebooted. So I'm gonna click cd backspace, okay, and I'm gonna just type sudo umount -a, which basically just says unmount everything that's possible. So when actually you go back and you go into this folder, the file is gone because basically we don't have access to that server. Okay, so I do have a lot of things here, a lot of dependencies. So you need this Botocore thing. If you connect by IP, so there's option A, IP based. So I think when it's your S3 is only limited to one availability zone, then you actually have to use this option IP based. But since we use multi-zone, okay, and I should really type it here. Use IP if it is only in one zone. use the file system name for multi-zone. Okay, so what we have here is the file system base. So what we want to do now is we want to actually take our mount command and change it so that it works with here what we call etc/FSTAB, and we want to do that because we want to make it mount upon boot. Okay, so let's go back and get our mount command here. So here we have our mount command, and I'm just gonna paste it somewhere here, probably on the slides, so you can see the slides and you can see me work. Okay, here, let's make it a bit bigger. And let's just change the mount command to that. Okay, and instead of that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna move this thing here. Okay, we're gonna take these. I'm gonna move that to the front. Okay, I'm gonna move that to the front. And then I'm gonna take Moodle /var/Moodle data dash mount. Okay, and then I'm just gonna copy this. This is called the file system base version, EFS netdev no TLS response. So here we go, Moodle data dash mount, and then I'm gonna copy that. Okay, so this is the full command we want, or the full text we want. Again, we're gonna have the Google sheet, the Google slide, so people can download this next. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna edit FSTAB. Okay, and then we're gonna add that, and we're gonna see if it mounts. Okay, so here we're gonna go and we're gonna paste that, and this is the data we need to mount it automatically. We're gonna save that. So vi/etc/FSTAB to edit that file, and then we're gonna try sudo mount-a to see if it mounts properly. We hope. Okay, so it now tried to mount everything. We're gonna check that and see the file we created earlier. Now it's there, hello world. Okay, so now we can see, oh, it's mounting properly. Great. Okay, so that is this part on setting up S3 and mounting it. And the next part, we're going to install the prerequisites and fix Route 53.